Is pennies always oxidized?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah, all right.
gosh.
I really needed that to be answered. Oh, welcome to the podcast, folks.
Gosh, I don't think I'm gonna make it tonight. Oh, yes, welcome. I'm either too tired or not. I think I'm just too tired. Actually, I don't think there's another response. But yeah,
I'm either too
There was
tired or
one, but
not
you're too
tired
tired.
enough.
I'm I'm too tired, or I'm just still tired.
Hmm.
Oh. But yeah, our starting topic for today is candles. Do we have any grand candle story?
Nope.
Um,
No.
Does burning plastic count as a candle?
No.
Yeah, you see, I got a candle and I opened it and it smells great, and then I closed it and then I put it away.
Nah, I don't own a candle.
Yeah, see,
I own like 4 candles.
I'm worried if I light the candle that it'll set off the smoke detectors, and then we'd have to evacuate the building, and then everybody would blame
What?
me.
How weak are those smoke
I
detectors?
don't
The
want to.
fuck?
I don't want to test it, but
Your building allows candles?
I don't know. That's the problem.
You don't know? You can't look it up?
I could look it up, but you know how much effort it is to go into the school's website to figure out if the building that I'm in currently allows candles. All I know is they don't allow pets unless you get a service pet or
Like
something.
unless you need like a seeing eye dog or something.
Not even that. It's like, oh, this is my
Emotional support
emotional.
animal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't
This is
understand
my
emotional support animals.
this is my emotional support toad.
This is Floofles. He's my emotional support chipmunk, and he floofs everywhere. Just look at him
That-
floof.
Here's Frogger. He's my emotional support mountain chicken.
Mountain chicken?
Yeah, that's a frog.
Oh,
Look it up. I'm not joking.
a frog is
They
called a
would-
mountain chicken?
Yeah, look it up. I'm not lying.
Oh my gosh.
There's literally a species of frog called mountain chicken.
Mountain chicken. The giant ditch frog. It's another name for it. The mountain chicken frog. Huh. It is not a chicken.
No, it's a
come
frog.
on.
Oh, that is the first statement under this. Oh my gosh.
The first statement, the first thing you see when you look at mountain chicken in the animal encyclopedia, it is not a chicken.
Is it poisonous? Let's find out. It is endangered. It's a frog, and it's native to the Caribbean islands of, oh shoot, why did I keep going on? The Dominica and Montserrat, whatever we want to pronounce that as. That didn't answer my question if they're poisonous, but
Right, we found out they're endangered.
yep, they weigh 2 pounds. No, let's check out their lifespan. They live for about 12 years. They mature at 3.
A long life for a chicken.
It's a frog.
Normal or not? It just
It's
feels
a
like
frog.
Oh, it's a frog. Oh, sorry.
What?
The name was confusing me.
It's a mountain chicken frog, aka known as the mountain ditch or the giant ditch frog.
See, that seems like a much more reasonable name.
So it's either you can call it a mountain chicken or a giant ditch frog.
Well, one of those calls it a chicken, the other calls it a frog. I think I should go with the one that calls it what it is.
It eats other frogs.
Oh.
Yeah, I can see why they're endangered.
I feel like a lot of frogs eat other frogs.
Crustaceans, insects. Yeah, they eat small mammals.
Again, I'm pretty sure if a frog was big enough, it would just straight up eat a squirrel. That's not too surprising to me.
Huh. Interesting. It apparently has an enormous appetite. Wow, there you go. There's your science fact of the day. The mountain chicken. So how did you figure out or stumble upon these mountain chickens, Cameron?
Grade A under A. He was talking about stupid animal names, and then he ended the video by saying, if you want to hear the dumb, sorry, if you want to hear the dumbest animal name, go to Google and look up mountain chicken. Okay, well, the video's over, mate. Go look it up. I'm not gonna spell it out for you.
And then you
Hasn't
looked it up.
Andrea not posted in
And I
ages?
looked it up, and I found out they were frogs.
Crazy. Very, very crazy.
That was grade A under A, right?
Yeah, I
he-
did say grade A underway.
Hasn't he not posted in like ages?
He posted a few months ago, I think.
Huh.
Yeah, he doesn't post very much at all.
I just seem to remember that he basically never posted anymore.
Yeah, what's considered
Yeah.
ages?
I don't know. I hadn't heard of a grade A under A video being made in years, but I also probably just don't pay attention enough.
I feel like you'd have to be following him to know.
Probably.
Like he recently, got a lot of shit for making a video about, COVID. But
Oh, I can imagine.
yeah. We won't get into drama here. A different topic.
All right, everybody, let's go down a list and say everything that will get you banned from YouTube as many times as possible, and then we'll just upload it, and then that'll be the whole podcast.
That's the whole podcast. How to get
We just
banned
pull
from
up a
YouTube?
You just pull up a list. The following get you banned instantly. So let's just start with the first one on the list, and you just go down.
Well, I know one thing that'll get you banned from YouTube. Apparently, showing clips of Dragon Ball Z in your videos too much. That'll get you banned because Toei sees that like, nope, banned.
It's copy. Well, it is copywritten, but
Yeah, but it's
banned?
edited.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, like even
Try
if it's edited under like fair use or some shit, Toei doesn't give a shit. They'll be like, nope.
They probably started to go really gung ho after like streamers just started posting straight. If I remember correctly, streamers just started basically uploading entire episodes, and they're just like, "Oh, I'm reacting to it."
That wasn't anything recent though. That's the thing. I'm pretty sure that's been a thing for like forever.
Yeah, it has been a thing, and it's kind of weird because copyright law versus streaming, like because you're streaming, but then you're reacting to it. But again, the whole thing is just right there. So
It's not even reacting to it. They're just like streaming full, uninterrupted, unedited, straight up episodes of these shows.
See, then you
Yeah, I guess I don't know how recent it is, but I remember videos a couple years back talking about it where like streamers they'd have their face in like a little corner, like they weren't like the main point of it. They were like a little tiny square, and they wouldn't say anything or do anything, and they just play the entire episode.
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Because then you have licensing issues where people are watching it for free, and then the whole company that
Some of them were getting like millions of views because people were just using it as a way to watch.
Oh my
the show.
god!
And then
Oh my god!
get
I
money
remember
off of that
Oh my
views.
god, that made me that reminded me of like a pretty scummy reaction channel, actually, where basically like they're watching a video they're watching a Game Grumps video that was like I think 15-12 minutes long, and they started off the video immediately with like, well, if you're gonna be giving us videos to watch that are over 10 minutes long, like you need to like donate like $3 to us because we're spending our valuable time to sit on our asses and watch these videos.
Are valuable.
Well, as you know, streamers are one of the most hardworking and put upon classes of people in the country at the moment.
They weren't even streamers; they were just like YouTubers who just.
Oh, okay.
You can't.
The same difference.
You can't put all streamers in the same group. That's like putting, it's like putting all mountain chickens and chickens in the same group.
Yeah. Exactly like that.
I think that mountain chickens should go extinct specifically just for having such a dumb name.
Wow.
And I've said terrible things about animals.
You're good.
That's right. I said it. I think chicken frogs should go extinct.
Chicken frogs? What do you mean? You mean the mountain chicken?
Yes, the mountain chicken
What's wrong?
frog.
What's wrong with the mountain chicken, dude?
What do you got? It's
You
either
said
a
it's-
mountain
dude,
chicken or it's a
humanity.
giant ditch frog.
You have a huge grudge against them all of a sudden now that you know they exist.
They're
Oh,
not
I was
even-
gonna say that like
they're
the
nowhere
first
near
time
you.
you mentioned their name, but like I was just waiting for the right moment.
You were waiting for after I explained everything about them?
Yes.
And then you just so I didn't persuade you at all with my
Nope.
amazing Google research.
No, it's a frog that's literally called a chicken.
It's called a
just-
mountain chicken.
Just petition it to have a different name then.
No,
Like,
no,
What?
Okay, I'll
no,
look up
'cause
how
the
it got its
chicken
name.
frogs. They'll know that there's that you know that they got away with having
I
such
really
a
hope
stupid name.
it was named by Mr. Chicken. Let's see. So the mountain
Is that
chicken
why?
is not a
Is that
chicken
why
at
the
all.
dodo got extinct for having a
'Cause it had a
stupid sounding
bad
name?
name.
Yeah, it was just so dumb that it just died.
Okay, so here is how it got its name. So it's one
Oh,
of the
boy.
largest frogs in the world, and its name comes from the strong hind legs, which the locals found very appetizing, and so they cooked it in Caribbean dishes, and it tasted like chicken. So they named it the mountain chicken because it had great hind
They didn't
legs.
bother to name it till after they devoured a whole bunch. We were like, "Oh, this is so good. We gotta name it something."
Forget the mountain chicken. It had nothing to do with its naming process. I want the people who came up with the name to go extinct now. God damn.
Oh, I'm sure they are probably.
So,
Probably,
good
yeah.
or bad news, they are critically endangered, and the population is decreasing
thank
at
goodness.
alarming rates.
Yeah, because they probably think they're chickens. See, it's not just that I don't like them. Like they're probably they wake up every day super confused because they're just named a chicken, and they don't know what's going on. So they're like,
Oh,
"Well, God, am I a chicken? I don't know."
They just hop on over to the nearest farm, expecting to
Yeah, and
be
then the
one with
chickens,
your
and then the
chicken
real chickens eat
brethren.
them.
I was gonna say that a fox comes by and just snatches them up instead of the chickens, but okay.
Oh, I've seen chickens eat a lot of stuff.
By the way, I'm gonna
I don't know
assume the mountain chicken is not poisonous based off people eating them.
I mean, people who eat puffer fish; those are pretty poisonous if you cook them wrong or prepare them
Yeah,
wrong.
I guess. Names are just all bad. This whole century, I think, have bad names.
Well, they name planets, and they're like, "This planet is ABYZ 4457545."
Okay, yeah,
Wow.
that's based off a coordinate system, though. You can't just name it
I think we should
Little
be naming
Mummers,
them funny names.
this.
Yeah, Little Mummers. That's such a good.
You got
that's
Little
hilarious.
Mummers and
I
the
just-
Harabians.
Little Mummers.
Dude,
you
if
could
we
do
un- dude, if we unlock space travel within our lifetime, I would absolutely visit Little Mummers.
And then,
You can
if you find another one, you can call it Little Mummers 2.
You can
and then
buy
Little
Yeah.
Mummers 3.
You can buy a planet and name it if you really wanted to.
buy. This
You
isn't
think
an
I-
NFT. I'm just gonna go own it.
Yeah.
It's a planet that no one's on.
You can
Who's
buy
gonna go
to the
naming
planet-
rights to a
You
planet.
go to the planet and find out it's inhabited by a highly intelligent race of super aliens. You're like, fuck, this planet's claimed. Shit,
Hi,
Little Mummy's been taken.
You're
God,
all
it's
called
Mummers.
Mummerites.
Little Mummers.
It's
been
little
taken.
mummers. These be the mummerites.
We can call
Yeah.
them Mini Mummer.
The mini mummers.
Yeah. Hello, people of Little Mummers. I am a human from planet Earth, from the Milky Way galaxy.
What if they
We-
named the planet as well?
They called it Mummers as well.
What? We can't be Little Mummers. You're Little Mummers. What?
What? I named you first. No, I named you first. Really?
Where's your Where's your proof? Where's your certificate of
Oh
documentation?
well. We have this certificate which said we discovered this planet 100 years ago, and we named it literally the second after the certificate was made. And here's proof of that as well. Oh yeah?
They'll have
Here's
different
proof
date
that we named
systems.
it 1 second before you did.
No, it's the same second.
Well, here's another certificate which shows the exact millisecond we named it. So, yeah. Well, here's the one that shows the exact nanosecond. Beat that, bitch. Yeah.
I'd simply tell them that I'm better than them, and I wouldn't elaborate further, and then I just declare that they're little mummers and leave.
They are the mummers, guys. Look at those mummers.
Like, oh yeah, what?
They're
How
mummering
come? And then I
away.
just go, because I say so, and then leave. What are they gonna
Oh,
do?
their society hasn't developed a comeback good enough to fight against that. Shit, he's got a point. Guess we're little mummers now.
I guess we'll have to just be the little mummers.
That's right.
And that's why the humans would go extinct.
They just go to every inhabited planet and just name it mummers. Some variation of the name.
We got little mummers, big mummers, mini mummers, Mick mummers.
Actually,
Medium
speaking
big
of
mummers?
speaking of,
Oh, you mean you start running out of sizes? You gotta
super
get
size
creative.
mummers.
I mean, we find a new constellation which looks similar to the Big and Little Dipper, but it's like medium sized between them perfectly. So we're like, well, I guess we're calling this the Medium Dipper now.
The adequate mummers.
I can't wait to find the inadequate mummers.
Inadequate mummers.
You go to a planet of cavemen and they all throw rocks. You leave. You're like, oh, I'm calling those guys the rude mummers. God damn, those guys suck.
The stinky mummers. Oh, possibilities are really just endless.
You can name anything a
Stink-
mummers.
Stinky mummers is just a
The whole
literal
mummers chain.
planet of.
The utterance of the phrase "stinky mummers" I find to be quite humorous.
Stinky Mummers is just a trash planet like
Just-
Wally.
Yeah, you should just use that as a comeback. Just in day-to-day lives, you know, somebody's saying you suck or something. You just call them a stinky mummer, and then you leave on that note. And
There's no comeback from that.
what do you say? What do you get called a stinky mummer?
And you're so stinky, you should go to Stinky Mummers.
They're gonna think it's like a
Mic
restaurant or a place. It's
You're
a bed
doing
and
your
breakfast.
You're
down
doing
the
your
street.
stand-up. You're doing your stand-up routine at the Intergalactic Comedy Club, and everyone hates your act. One guy's like, "Boo, you stink!" You're like, "Oh yeah? Well, you stink. You should go on Stinky Mummers." Mic drop.
Mic drop mummers.
Like, well, oh god damn it! You really got me there. They should call you good comeback mummers,
Good comeback mummers.
not comedy mummers. Your comedy still sucks, but god, that was a pretty good comeback. I can't. It's impossible to fight against Stinky Mummers.
You can't fight stinky mummers.
It's impossible.
Oh my gosh.
There's nothing better than Stinky
Like getting
Mummers.
called a loser, like you're done.
Yeah.
You're done. You're done
Oh,
mumming
are
it
you a
up.
loser? A loser from Loserville?
I feel like
A loser
I feel
mummer.
Stinky
Why
Mummers is
mummer
a
so
comeback.
funny?
I feel like Stinky Mummers is the ultimate end all be all comeback on the comeback
Oh my
chain.
gosh. Why-
Like losers is like loser from Loserville is like the second best, but then the loser from Loserville says, "Oh yeah, well you're a stinky mummer." Like, damn. Well, shit. I guess I gotta stop bullying you now.
Oh my
Fuck.
gosh. Why
Your
is
life's
mummer
over.
so
I didn't know.
funny?
I didn't know
It's
you.
like Das Baby, but even better.
What's Das Baby?
In German class, every time Frau said Das Baby, I thought it was the funniest thing I'd ever heard, and I started giggling.
This is Das Baby.
Just the fact that it's like Das Baby, and I'm like, it's just too funny.
Speaking of like a funny planet stuff, I found out about this website recently called Nested, and I can't describe it. I'll just leave you the link, and you could figure it out on your own.
Nested.
Yeah, but
Should I open that right now? Or
yeah,
later?
yeah. Let's open it up right now.
Where is it?
It's
I'm just
in. Oh, I posted it in quotes. Whoops.
Oh gosh, no!
Hang on, let me
You've ruined the forbidden channel.
All right, there.
Oh.
And now it's in chat.
Oh, am I supposed to try to find Earth?
No, you're just supposed to find a planet and land on something eventually.
Nested.
Fats. Oh, I thought it said fart. I was getting so excited.
Okay, let's see. We got the universe, and then we've got a lot of
Nucleus,
super. Oh, let's see. 1,
DNA,
2, 3, 4, 5,
genetic
6, 7,
code.
8, 9. Let's go with the ninth giant supercluster. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The ninth galaxy in
Tinyverse.
this.
There's a
We got
nested universe.
we've got ourselves a galactic center. Oh, we've got a lot of nebulas, black holes, and star systems.
United Continent of
Let's obviously
Elysia.
go for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, ninth star system. We got some small stars. Let's see what the name of. Oh, it's got hydrogen. It's got protons. It's got up quarks. It's got the Quibble. It's got the Grand Massivus. It's got a lot of universes, which contains a giant supercluster, which contains a galaxy, and it has the arm of a star system with a young star with hydrogen in it, and it keeps going on. That's a lot of.
Does it ever end? I don't think it ever
Go
ends.
to one of the lives on one of those. I don't know if it ends, by the way, but go to one of the lives and click on thoughts. Like
What do you
each
mean,
individual
thoughts?
life has each individual life form.
I have not found a
In
single
this,
life force yet. I've just gone in a
you
circle to get to a
that's
galaxy
because
that
you've
went
been
into.
that's because you've been visiting nebulas and
I
stars and
went
shit.
to a
There's not gonna be
star.
lives on there.
What do you mean?
You need to go
Oh,
to a
sorry.
planet.
Sorry. Yeah, you're right. I went to a star instead of a planet. Let's go with this. The third one. Let's go to an explored continent. We've got the Dominion of Shalaria, Realm of Stofia. We've got the Great Sea, the Green Sea, and the Old Sea, and the Shady Sea. Let's go to the Shady Sea. It's got
Shady
seawater
sounds
and life. Let's see some life. Oh boy, it's got the carp and the skate and the stingray. I almost read that as stingray. It's got a hydra. Let's check that out. Let's think of its thoughts.
And I'm off the
Shroops.
side of the screen. I can't click anymore.
How did you get to what? How did you?
I just opened it. I just kept opening, and then I got to the end of the screen, and now I can't click anything anymore. Oh, I can click one more thing.
Okay,
There we
so
go.
this
We're
is
all
what
done.
the hydra thinks. It thinks Schloops. Okay, let's think of what a what's let's see. Let's get out of the water. Let's instead of the Shady Sea, let's go to the realm of Stofia. It now you see it's got some nice provinces of rainy and hilly, but it's also got the foggy country, and that's of course where we want to go. It's got a fortress, which of course we're going to look at, and then it's got it's got a mage district. Yes. It's got 5 wizard towers. Let's check the second one out. Oh my gosh, Robin Blackcastle, the Cloud Wizard. Yes, he's got a body, a psyche, and clothing. His psyche is I want to travel and see the troll pits. Troll, not troll. I need to find a priest.
Oh no, a troll is attacking me.
Not the troll. And his memories was the day I had to leave our town due to a contagious disease, the day I learned my father was ill, learning alchemy with my sister when I was a child. So he had to leave probably because of his father. Or his father caught a disease. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh, what am I looking at? I
I think I found some HP Lovecraft eldritch beings because I saw life in an arm of a galaxy and their thoughts are just so yeah, let me go to a star system, a dying star, hydrogen, electron, Quibble, Hippoverse, the universe, galactic supercluster, galaxy, arm, uh, black hole, inside the black hole, white hole, universe, galactic supercluster, galaxy, galactic center, star system, purple star, helium, neutron, down quark, Quibble, Cookieverse,
Oh yeah, you got to go to the cookie verse.
universe, galactic supercluster, galaxy,
So-
arm,
So what
star system.
what I'm seeing is if you go to the
So we're
like
going-
proton and then up quark and Quibble, it'll always come
Uh,
back to like another universe system.
Yep.
Yeah, basically. Telluric planet, continent, lush land,
Ooh, yes, lush.
I'll go to the rainforest. Life. Ooh. Ooh, I'm gonna see the thoughts of the drop bear. I
Drop?
don't beat my meat. I just tear it to pieces. All is quiet.
Sorry, two things happened there at once. I found a shark verse. I clicked the shark verse and saw pictures of sharks, and then you started talking about.
you you clicked the shark first and saw pictures of Mark.
Sharks. She's got.
I clicked the cookie verse and didn't get pictures of cookies. What
It's
the
just
hell?
random sharks. I don't understand. Oh, I went into some unicorn horn to look at its organic matter, and then went through an electron that took me to a shark verse where everything's made of sharks. Oh my gosh.
I like how the shark jumping moment happened so fast that you just said all that matter of factly.
Oh. Oh gosh, some sharks have tentacles. What in the crud?
That's
Yo,
what everything
golden
is.
toad? I want to ask you the thoughts of a golden toad. Why frog do that? Hey!
These some creepy sharks, man.
Let's see.
So how did you get to this website? Because
Like I was chatting with a Discord friend one day, and then they just linked me this website out of nowhere.
oh gosh, oh it's gonna be the day of just random Google things. I guess this
Let's
isn't
see,
even really Google, but
Stick
Ooh.
insect. Let's see the thoughts of the stick insect.
uh,
Need shelter. Intruder detected. Go away.
oh,
All right. Let's look into the eye of the stick insect. Let's look into the fat of the eye of the stick insect. Let's look into the lipids. Let's look into the atoms. Proton, upquark, quubble,
no.
donut verse.
Yes, the donut.
Hey, it's the pictures of the donut verse. Universe, galactic supercluster, galaxy, arm, star system, telluric planet, continent of Mafrinjnica. Is filled with cytodoins. Spaceport? What?
They got space travel on their planet.
What? Trillion Wandermeld? Body psyche. What's the psyche of Trillion Wandermeld? What's his thoughts? Time for a new arm. What will we discover tomorrow? That's totally nano.
What? It's totally
What's-
nano?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, okay. Well, so
What are
this guy's got some trauma. He's missing an
What
arm.
what are the thoughts of what are the memories of Trillion Wandermeld? The cycle I got promoted as a thought sprayer. The cycle I learned how to speak my 100th language. The cycle I got my sprouting license. The cycle I learned how to forgive.
A sprouting license.
Sounds like Trillion's got it going on. He's
Oh
got
my
the
gosh.
life.
Man.
Let's see how 3 Merebius is doing. Let's see his psyche thoughts. I think I'll need more nano credits. I wonder where's my nano grow right now. I hope we don't get assimilated.
Oh jeez. This guy.
That escalated.
This guy,
Where are
man.
his memories? The cycle I learned how we found a new galaxy. The cycle I finally became the videoverse engineer. Experiencing that exciting new videoverse with my distant bio contributor. Alright,
Whew. Whew.
let's look at the spending sitter of glorbific augmentations pill store. Fucking
Pill store, you got my attention.
There's a guy named Replica Magna Neon here.
Yeah, he probably inherited that name.
What's Replica's clothing? White nano suit. What's his psyche?
What's with all these nano stuff?
I guess
This is the donut verse, Riley.
I guess the people in this part of the donut verse are all about that nano, dude.
They just have nanotech, man. Do we have
Replica
any
says
nanotech?
Replica says this system is getting cramped. That's totally nano.
It's just a common phrase. That's totally nano, meaning you
Well, I've
can't
heard
see it. Like,
I've heard
I like
nano
to.
used positively and negatively now.
I feel like nano might be this universe's version of poggers.
it's totally
That's
nano.
totally nano, bro. That's
Stop
such a
being a
nano
nano.
moment.
Wow. Okay, that's
This,
quite the website. Oh,
yeah, that's a fun
whew.
rabbit hole website
Yeah.
to
That
explore.
it escalated quite quickly because I was not expecting to do whatever loops. I just kept going, and I'm like, "What is happening?" Whew. Oh my gosh, I have a.
I'm just gonna click like the bottom of every uh section
Whew,
and see what I get.
whew, man.
So far, I'm only getting black holes from doing this. Arm, nebula, okay, a bright green interstellar cloud, carbon, electron, Quibble, the Grandmaverse. What? I gotta click on the
Nothing
Grandmaverse.
but giant meatballs and cookies.
Let's see.
Oh man.
Galactic Center, Star System, Telluric Planet
For
number
for
3.
some reason, this is reminding me just a random thought, or a random memory, probably not really a thought, but Max, how is your animation project going?
Just thinking about that today.
Dude, there's a wasteland here.
I mean, it's going decently. I have like the whole scene done on one of them, and then I have the giant robot finally all done and rigged and textured and modeled on for
Giant
the other
robot.
one. Um, Problem I discovered is I went and did a few test renders, and
Oh no, that's never
it
good.
would I may have to wait till I get a slightly more modern graphics card because with my current setup, it would take about 5 or 6 months to render like a 8-minute animation
What?
with the quality that I want to have
Damn.
on them.
Eight?
So
That's a lot of months.
that yeah, it's a lot of rendering. So I was like, I rendered like a couple frames and then I averaged the time per frame, and I'm like, that's interesting.
Jeez.
So
Yeah.
you're gonna
So
need like a super high-end supercomputer, is what you're saying.
I really want a 30 series card
It
so
sounds like you need the mega laptop. You need
bad. The
to.
what?
You
Are
need
we
to.
sponsored by the Mega Laptop?
You can be sponsored by anything if it doesn't exist.
Oh, that's a fair point.
We can be sponsored by the Donutverse.
Sponsored by
It's totally
Donutverse.
that's totally nano, bro.
It's that's their catchphrase. It's totally nano, bro. Oh, but it sounds like you need to disassemble like several laptops to get their combined power GPU and place it all into one mega laptop so that you have the ultimate system.
Huh.
Of
That
course,
seems like a lot of work.
yes,
does,
it would
yeah.
be a challenge. I've only seen one mega laptop, and geez, that thing is beefy. Like
Well,
it's
I
pretty
imagine
much
it's probably the size of
it's
7 or 8 laptops.
yeah. See, they carry this around, and it's the size of like an average desktop. Like just on the
So I could just get
bottom,
a desktop.
but it's one screen. It's one screen on the top,
Oh,
and
jeez.
it's a flimsy screen thing, and then you have this bulky keyboard section just under the keyboard. Just imagine it going down to the floor. Oh, and you could just like sit in a chair and just be on your laptop, quote unquote. Whew. There's your mega laptop.
There we go. It seems pretty efficient.
Oh, it will be.
Nice. In the meantime, I've been
the problem
doing
is
Python programming. It's pretty fun.
the problem is you need a cooling system. But Python would be fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a multiplayer game, and I thought the networking was going to be the hardest part, but by far the hardest part has been collision detection.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's been a pain.
What kind of game are you making though?
I did some testing on like network stuff, and I'm trying to make, and I think it actually will work successfully if I can figure out collision detection properly. is a multiplayer game where you can have like 2,000 people on one server.
Yeah, but what game?
Yeah, what's it gonna
what's
be
the
about?
yeah?
It, great question.
You see,
It's 2D because I'm using a very simple Python like rendering engine.
huh?
It's like it's Pygame, which isn't. I mean, you can do advanced stuff with it if you really know what you're doing,
Yeah.
but I don't. So it's pretty simple. Um, what's the best way to describe it? It's gonna be just a
2D.
giant map that you can go and explore and like get stuff.
So is it
It's
like
a, it's
a
like
Terraria thing or?
yeah, it's if you made Terraria, but it was like top down, like Don't Starve and Terraria
Oh, that
mixed
type of
together.
2D.
Yeah, top
Oh,
down 2D.
Yeah, that's interesting. And what's the main goal?
survive probably.
The main I want to try and make it so that
This is the
people
next
can
Minecraft.
create kind of like a little mini economy inside of it.
So you're trying to create your own
MMO.
crypto system, not crypto. What's it?
And
Cryptocurrency.
What?
What's
That's not.
yeah,
I don't
sure,
think that's.
yeah. This cryptocurrency, which is only available and usable in this game,
Riley, what are you
also known as
trying to
gold
say?
coins.
I had a thought and then I lost it.
Halfway through.
I think I lost it before it came.
Uh,
It was like a baby thought, and then it was gone, just like that.
nice.
So there's going to be an economy to the thing, so that you can do trading with people.
Uh-huh.
And what are they trying to collect?
Whatever they want, really. I don't think I need to be too specific because there's people in that play RuneScape that just collect
yeah.
like coconuts and all kinds of just random stuff.
Yeah. So the point of the game is to just collect stuff, and
That'll probably end up being
your
what it
main
is.
problem
Or
right
I mean-
now is collisions with, like, are you doing block based or?
it's just like between characters basically.
Oh, okay. So the characters can't be standing on top of each other.
No,
Okay, it's good to
So-
because otherwise you could just cram an unlimited number of people
I mean,
into places.
I
and
guess
just random.
every like a survival sort of game starts off as collect stuff. That's what Minecraft started off as. I'm pretty sure that's what Terraria probably started off as too.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is this game will be the next Terraria and Minecraft combined.
Oh, guaranteed. The main reason I wanted
It's all
to try
in
and make
Python.
I wanted to try and make a simple game myself because
Simple.
well, I mean, like fundamentally, it's not super complex.
Just saying, I recreated like Minesweeper, and that's what I considered a simple game, and that was that was interesting.
I recreated a calculator, and that's what I considered a simple game. Jeez.
Well, like I said, the networking part was actually like one of the easiest parts of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's just a standard Python library, and you can just basically say, "Hi, connect to this IP address," and then you can just send strings of characters between the computers after that.
Oh.
So how many testings have you done for the network? How many people did you get in?
It can send like. Initially, it looked like it wasn't going to be able to do much because I think it starts to lag at like 300 people.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, I want it can do more though because I'm splitting everything into like chunks, and you can only really see like I'm gonna make it so you can only really see one chunk at a time. So you could have like 1,000 people within like 3 chunks of each other, but they just don't see each other because they're too far away.
But is your server
Render
gonna handle
distance
it?
stuff.
I've it when I turn off collision detection because I was doing it in a rather inefficient way, and that's what I'm trying to
Naturally.
solve. Is it can run like 3,000 or 4,000 people on it?
That's interesting because I know for one of my classes, somebody made a quick web server that could only hold like 30 before it started to die, and it was just like checkers and Connect 4 and I think Go were the games.
Yeah, it's hard to determine what the actual limit will be because I'm using um, Python threads, which were super fun to figure out. And basically, every time someone connects, it basically just creates a copy of like the code that runs your player that runs just kind of in parallel with the rest of the code on the server. Um, and
Okay.
so I've technically only ever connected like my testings with thousands of people is I just copy paste like 3,000 things that are people, and so no one's controlling them, but they just kind of sit there, and it seems to be able to loop through them and like
Classic
figure out
RuneScape.
stuff fast enough. Yeah. So when there's actually a bunch of people and it's making a bunch of threads for running all of their player code, it'll most likely be less, but I won't be able to tell how much less until I have a version working enough where I can find
Yes.
like hundreds of people to test it.
Oh yeah, I'll just go on Reddit here. I just need 1,000 people.
That was actually my plan.
Uh,
I was just gonna make a post and say, "Hi, in 2 days, I need as many people as possible to join this IP address with this Python file."
Oh my
Thanks.
gosh, that just doesn't sound sketchy. Just go here with this file, and I swear to you, it's not a virus
on
or anything. It's
on
fun
r
game.
on r/beginning noob game developers.
R
I'll post
slash.
it to r/not a virus.
Oh
There's
gosh.
probably a subreddit named r/not a virus.
Classic Reddit. Just go on
Yeah.
r/RuneScape. Perfect.
It can help.
Well, that sounds fun.
It is fun. Even though it's a pain in the butt, I'm still having a lot of fun coding it. Even if nothing ever comes from it, it's just fun to program it.
So why'd you go Python, if I may ask? There's a lot of
Yeah,
different.
yeah, why
'Cause
not stick with the good old Unity or Unreal engine?
X, you need to use
Well,
C#.
I didn't want to use a game engine because I wanted to make my own networking stuff.
Ah,
Because like Unreal
Okay.
Engine, I'm pretty sure is just about maxing out multiplayer stuff when like with 100 players in Fortnite. And I was like, well, I need way more. I need more than 100
I
players
need
because I want people.
1,000 people here.
Yeah, because I wanted people initially my goal was just to have enough players where like you could have a huge war.
Jeez.
And then I
Okay.
realized that RuneScape servers can have 2,500 people on.
Yes.
And so I was like, well, I want to be able to beat that at least.
I want to beat RuneScape. I'm gonna be the next RuneScape. RuneScape 2. RuneScaper.
I
Yeah,
mean, RuneScape is a pretty old game, so like I say your odds are pretty high in this day and age.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing until I can get a graphics card.
So you're trying to make
So I've got a
a
couple years basically.
I got a couple of years to make this. Yeah.
you're trying to make a Don't Starve-esque MMO, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. I
Cool.
think I've thought of a way to do server meshing so that it'll like send you. I can like have a huge map split up between two servers, so you can technically have like 4,000 people playing together, and it'll just like if you go beyond a certain point, it just sends you to the other server.
It just kills you.
You die instantly.
You cross the line. Perfect game design.
Oh, beautiful, flawless, no bugs.
What if you have all 4,000 people in one chunk though?
They're all have like limits, so it'll be like, sorry, you can't go to this server.
It kills you
full."
again.
Just to try
I
going
think the
to
way
the
I was gonna do it is I'm gonna have like these little trains that go between. I'll just basically have. I want to have like islands, and each island is just run by a server.
so like different
Animal
zone
Crossing.
stuff, right?
Yeah, and then there's like a little train thing that goes between all of them, so you can like ship stuff or players between the islands, and then
It could even
it'll
be
just have a little ticketing station, and it'll be like, well, sorry, there's too many people there, can't let you in.
Sorry, you're not allowed in here.
It's only for cool people, and it doesn't look like
You're
you're
not
very
cool.
cool right now.
You're just not cool, man. We've already hit the fire limit. You
Kind of look
can't
like
come
a
in.
nerd to me. I can't let you in.
Gosh. Imagine if something said that. You look like a nerd, so you can't play the game.
Immediately loses target demographic.
I'm honestly the kind of person who would program dialogue like that in a game I make.
I'll probably employ everyone's help at some point because I'm going to need to name a lot of different items.
Oh, don't worry.
I
From
can
the
help.
from the mind of mummers, I can.
I might genuinely name one of the locations mummers.
Welcome to Stinky Mummers.
Hello, welcome to Stinky Mummers.
Why is it British? Oh my gosh, or at least sounded British.
There wasn't any accent.
Howdy, welcome to Stinky Mummers.
We're known for our stench.
No deodorant here. No, sir.
We're also known for our Stinky Mummers. You don't want a mummer?
Is this a restaurant?
I'd imagine mummer is an item of different varieties depending on where you go. Some places are just named after mummers because that's their only identifying resource. It's kind of like how some places used to be named like the City of Gold because they were known for gold. In this place is known for its mummers, so it's called Stinky Mummers.
Yes.
I don't know if I'll be able to figure out programming it, but I thought it would be really funny to make a system so you have to like have a job to get money. I probably won't do that because it would just make people angry, but I thought to just like force people to go work for other players, I thought that'd be so funny. Like, hi, your job is to go get these crates off of the train.
Oh my gosh.
And then you get gold coins. Booyah.
So when you said economy, you weren't kidding.
This is just a life simulator, actually.
Hi, I went and programmed life in Python. It runs really well.
Does it?
Oh, wow, I don't see the Sims doing this shit.
Yeah, do you see the Sims getting a job? No.
When I was doing collision stuff, I accidentally made a nested for loop that ended up making 1 million comparisons.
Oh no.
Because I was like, I don't understand why it's running at 4 FPS. Like, I feel like it should be going faster. I've looked at all my code, and then I looked, and I'm like, because for whatever reason, I was testing it with 1,000 players, and I was like, well, I mean, it's 1,000, and then it's a for loop for that 1,000 players, so that's 10,000. Obviously, 1,000 times 1,000, that's 10,000.
Oh wait, what? 1,000 times 1,000 is not 10,000.
And well, that's what I thought. So I was like, I spent like an hour looking through the code because I didn't know why it was slow. Because I'm like, well, I don't understand. I've tested it with 10,000 items before. Why can't it do 10,000 player loops? It doesn't make sense. And then I told my coworker about it, and he's like, that's not 10,000. That's 1 million. I'm like, what? No. Don't be ridiculous.
You're crazy.
And pulled up that calculator app, and sure enough, I was doing 1 million iterations.
Yeah, that'll bog down the computer. Yes, I did a Keyforge thing to see the probability of each Keyforge, and I ran that a little too long, and I eventually got to like 1 billion items, and I'm just like, well, okay. The probability is, in fact, 1/6, just like it should be, or whatever it was.
I think we got enough precision.
I definitely let the computer run for like 2 hours because I forgot about it. So it was warm when I came back. It's kind of interesting.
Nice.
I've been developing it all on a laptop that I got for $60.
Yes, the mega laptop starts. One laptop down.
It's funny you should say that because depending on what my testing reveals, there's a place I can go to that I know where they have a bunch of tech, and I'm gonna go. It's where I got my $50 laptop, and then I'm gonna go get like 8 more of them.
You said $60 laptop, and now it's turned to 50.
Did I say 60?
Yeah, you said
Oh.
60.
Gosh, the price is
Oh, it's
changing.
because it was 60.
I
I don't know why I said 50.
Do you have two laptops?
No.
Oh, you
not
got your
one laptop.
$50 laptop that you don't use, and your $60 laptop that you do use.
Oh no, I have a much nicer laptop that I never use. I got the $50 laptop initially to do to see if I could use it to render my Blender things for 4 months so that I didn't occupy my computer. And then I realized that it was nowhere near fast enough and it would take like 3 years rendering
Oh.
on that.
Yeah, that seems like a problem.
Yeah, but I ended up liking the
It'll
way the
only
computer
take
feels so
3
much that I
years.
just use that on a regular basis.
See,
now.
this laptop here, I use this one for coding. This laptop I only use for watching videos. This laptop I do podcasts with. You see this laptop? That's my favorite laptop that I never use. And this one's actually a pretty good laptop as well. It's
Riley, this is the unironic ranking. So I've got
No.
the $60 laptop that I use for most daily things because I like it. Then I've got like my $300 some laptop or $400 some laptop that I got for college. That I use that when I need some more oomph power or when I go home for Christmas break. Then I have my Chromebook, which I exclusively use for torrenting movies off the internet.
Okay.
because it's a Chromebook, and so I can't really get viruses on it.
Fair enough.
Jeez Louise.
And
Definitely,
then I have my
definitely nothing
PC.
I guess-
illegal over here.
I guess that's a use for Chromebooks, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, why
And then
else
I've
would
got
you
my
use a
PC.
Chromebook?
Yep. Fair enough.
Well, I had to replace the motherboard on it because the old one died, and the old
your
one had 4
Chromebook?
gigs of RAM. Yep.
You had to you
And-
just buy a new Chromebook. Why are you replacing
No,
the
I got
RAM?
a new mother. Well, this one's
What
it's
is
discontinued? I couldn't get a new one.
buy what?
Buy one that isn't discontinued then.
I didn't want. I like this one.
Get
You
What?
like
you
the
like a
Chromebook?
Chromebook? Yeah, what is wrong with you?
Well,
Yes,
because I get like
scrub.
9 hours of battery life on it.
Oh, okay, that's slightly fair.
Yeah, and yeah, I got a new motherboard for $6.
Oh,
But it
that's
only
not
has
bad.
2 gigs of RAM, so it's a little slow. Which is sad.
It's only there for the movies that I
It's only there for pirating.
that I get legally with.
Sorry. I borrow my movies. Okay.
Yeah, of course. Wait, so you're already starting the mega laptop, is what I'm hearing.
Well,
I was-
actually, I do have the motherboard sitting right next to me.
How
'cause
many laptops do you have then? That
I have
was
3,
3, and then you have a desktop.
and then my desktop, and then I also have 4 Raspberry Pis.
I'm
Oh
imagining.
my gosh.
I'm
'Cause I got
imagining
2,
Mac-
and then I found 2.
I'm imagining Max like 30 years from now. He's gonna merge every every bit of like technology into one device,
You see,
and it's all gonna be like tethered together on this console.
my
which on
toaster
this
needed more RAM, so I just
on
hooked
this
that thing
massive-
up.
Which my computer toaster, it calculates the
which
perfect
on this
toast.
massive screen, there's like a panel which he gets to switch which device he wants to use at whatever times, and then it's like toaster, and then like this little slot at the side of the wall opens up. He puts his bread in there.
You put
And,
your
like-
bread in the wall. Oh,
Yeah,
my
because that's the toaster.
Oh.
The toaster slot's opened up.
It's like a DVD player, but it just cooks
Hold the
toast.
drywall, slide a toaster in there.
You see,
No! Don't put the NES cartridge in there. That's the toaster. What are you doing? But can you not tell the difference between a toaster and a DVD slot? Are you fucking stupid?
I saw a VCR player today.
Whoa,
Nice.
unbelievable.
I know. I didn't take a picture. I should have taken a picture of it, But
VCR player?
VCR player. They had a worse screen than what I used in the before times. Before I got a better screen.
How does it? Was it like a CRT monitor?
Yeah.
Ah, I was gonna say, I was like, there's only one thing that could possibly be worse than the monitor you had.
Hey, my monitor lasted it lasted beyond its lifetime.
Whenever I came over to your house, I felt bad because I'm like, oh my god, like every time.
That's why you never stayed. You're like, I don't want to sleep underneath that. That thing will
Well, I
crush
didn't
me.
stay because I would have died from the cats, but
Okay, well yeah, we'll just say you'll die because of cats, but it was actually it was actually the computer this whole time.
I'm allergic to cats. Sorry, I have to go. But I felt bad because I was like, oh god, every time we're doing something online, he's using that.
Yeah.
And I felt bad because I was always complaining about how small and terrible my monitor was because it's like a 16 or what is it?
Oh my gosh.
Even I still have it's a 1600 by 900, so it's less than HD. It was like, oh man, I've only got my one sub HD monitor, and then I go to Riley's house and I'm like, oh god.
I've got one jumbo back screen, the jumbo back, and then the computer itself wasn't anything like it was
To write home about.
yeah, it was pretty bad. So anytime we were playing Terraria, low graphics on everything, low everything, turned off anything
That sounds like my old PC as well.
That just reminded me. I have another laptop, guys. It's my
One specifically
2009
for
MacBook.
Terraria.
When I started Terraria, that's what I used actually, because it's the only computer I had.
Fair enough.
I suppose I do have 2 old iPads as well, and 2 phones. Oh god, I have so many things. I just keep remembering them. Like,
Exactly.
oh, no.
That's why you need to consolidate all of them
Just
into one
consolidate it.
super
Oh,
device.
The
Psych,
super
I also
laptop.
have 2 flip phones.
Why do you have 2 flip phones?
Because I found them.
What are you gonna use them for? What, you can play
I don't know, but
Breakout?
one of them runs Android and can open YouTube.
See, this is my
You can
YouTube viewing flip phone.
You can buy old like Nokia ringtones now.
Nokia
dude.
bricks. Goodness gracious.
I have too many pieces of technology.
Oh my gosh, I was not expecting that after I said the mega laptop, but I think the mega
Meanwhile-
laptop might happen.
Meanwhile, here I am like with a broken PS3 and a broken 2DS, and I'm like, I feel guilty throwing these away, so I'm just gonna keep them and hoard them.
Are you
And
talking about the wedge?
yeah, my original wedge, the one that broke.
Yes. Oh my gosh, the wedge. Have you seen the wedge, Max? Have you seen the
No.
ways of the wedge?
What's the wedge?
The Nintendo 2DS, aka I denote it the wedge because you can use it as a door, like a door stopper. It's the exact same shape.
Why do you have to devalue my 2DS
that thing?
like that, man?
Oh no, you said it's broken, so you could use it as a door stopper if you really
What?
wanted.
I guess it's true, but you've been calling it a wedge before then.
But it looks the first thing when they announced, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is just a door like a door wedge, and I can never unsee it.
The first thing I thought of when I saw it was it's a 2DS. It's just a DS that doesn't fold, and that's what I still think of it as. Which, in hindsight, I probably should have just got a regular 3DS.
Yeah,
No.
the 2DS is cheaper though. It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah, that's mainly why I got it. Is cheap. I'm guessing like any version of 3DS might be cheap nowadays, probably.
Yeah, and I think there's even like a 2DS that folds. That's pretty good.
That's like the new 2DS, I think.
Oh,
The
it
2DS
might not be as cheap
XL.
as I
I
thought.
don't know.
The 2DS XL.
I looked it up, but I do recognize the 2DS. I remember seeing them every now and again when I was a kid.
They're that old? Like,
2013 is when they released.
oh goodness
Sounds about
gracious. That's 9 years.
Time goes by and development
I still,
game development
I still
stuff.
remember
Riley.
us using like DSs on the bus.
Yeah, because we weren't rich enough to afford the fancy new ones when they
I
came
I
out.
remember bringing my Game Boy on the bus.
I was gonna say I never had a Nintendo, but when we went on that German field trip one time, you let me play your Game Boy, and that was the only Nintendo handheld I've ever used.
The,
It was
the
pretty
game
cool.
Riley's Game Boy was also the first ever Nintendo handheld that I used.
Interesting.
He brought it over one day and had like this 4 like episodes of Cartoon Network classics on
Yes.
it.
A fun fact about that: you can't play the movie or
You
cartoon
can't
things
play it
on
on
the
Game Boy Color.
no on the oh shoot the game or the GameCube Game Boy player.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
I heard about that because like they're
because they didn't
like
want you
lights and
to
stuff.
record it on like
They
a
they did
VCR or
they did
VHS or something.
they didn't want you to pirate that sweet like 120p resolution Game Boy version of cartoons. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, now I have like a lot of Game Boys because we had one for like every one of our family, and same thing with the 3DS. Like for some reason, my parents bought all these 3DSs, and now nobody plays them, so they just went
Yeah.
into my pile.
Yeah, didn't you say that like you and one of your other siblings wanted a 3DS, so they just bought everyone 3DS as well? Isn't that what you said?
Probably something like that. I know I got mine before everybody else because my brother bought it for me and got me Pokemon Y.
Yeah. I had Pokemon X at the time, and I gave it away to my cousin eventually.
Gotcha.
Not before transferring all like the fucking Pokemon I wanted to keep through trading and stuff to my Omega Ruby file. Which, by the way, I think I still have your Regigigas. I don't think I ever gave it back.
Not my Reggie. I don't even remember it.
I didn't. I think you got it through like trading or something, and you traded it with me so I can get it into my Pokedex, and I
We
just
never
never
traded
gave
it
it
back.
back.
Well, guess it's yours now.
Yay!
Wait, so Max, what was the game that you played? Was it a Mario game or something?
It was the
A
Mario
game.
game that looks like it's on a stage, kind of.
Mario 3 probably then?
Where all like the blocks
Or
are
is
kind
it
of like.
Mario World? Or shoot. I gotta go look at my
Let me look
Let
up.
him explain, Riley. I might
Let's see
be
what
able to
Mario World
pinpoint
looks
this.
like.
I think the best thing to do is look at all my Game Boy games and just name all of them until you say yes. Ignore all that crashing sound. That was just me pulling out my Game Boy games.
I think it might have been. What was the other one you mentioned?
Mario 3.
Okay, let's see here. I've got too many random stuff.
I think it was Mario 3.
That's the only one that's like set on a stage, so there's got to be that one.
I don't even know if
Yeah,
I
I'm
have
pretty
that
sure
in
it was
here.
this.
Do I have any Mario in here? I might not even have Mario with me.
While we're on the topic of old games from our childhood, I recently played a bit of the original Animal Crossing on the GameCube, and I realized that it's inferior to Animal Crossing New Horizons in almost every way. Big surprise.
Yes.
Except for one thing. There's one thing that the original Animal Crossing has, which I was hoping New Horizons would have. No, but it doesn't. And that is the villagers. The villagers are so full of like personality and stuff in the original Animal Crossing, and in New Horizons they're all just happy, friendly, and that's cool. It's nice to be complimented on all the time, but at the same time, like, I want the drama. I want the beef. Okay, I want to have an arch nemesis in the village, which isn't just some guy who I don't like the way he looks of. I want them to give me a personal reason to have that vendetta, like, or shaming me for not being able to afford my mortgage right away.
You can't afford your money, or you don't have money. You can't afford your
That
house.
that's literally what some of the villagers will do in the first Animal Crossing. Like they'll be like, "Oh, you work for Nook, don't you? Man, imagine not having enough money to afford your house. You gotta be really stupid. I'm just yanking your chain, buddy." Eh.
Just yanking your chain.
And then later they'll be like, "Hey, have you paid off that debt, your crippling debt with Tom Nook yet?" They're so passive aggressive. It's amazing. I would. It's something that I was hoping they would bring back into New Horizons because that's something that New Leaf doesn't have. I want the, I want the mean, no, aggressive villagers back. No, I don't want them all to just be nice. And for the nice ones, I want to earn the respect of getting the niceness from them. You know?
Yes.
Instead, everyone's just defaults to being your friend. Like, cool. It's boring this way.
So
And
by the
plus,
way,
like, there will be
yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna derail everything.
and plus, like, there will be like there was like once a moment I remember where one of my villagers just kind of fell asleep standing up outside. So I pushed her around a little bit, and then she woke up and fucking like screamed at me. It was just walking around pissed off.
Interesting.
Now your turn, Riley.
So I was looking through all my Game Boy games, and the one that I only have with me is Super Mario Advance, which has Super Mario Bros. 2 and the classic Mario arcade. So
Very interesting choices. Just those
yes,
two games?
yeah, that's all that's on the Super Mario Advance, which is kind
That's
of weird because I thought it had
that,
3 on it.
that is pretty weird.
But I'm pretty sure I have the third Mario game. It's just not with me, so it has to be somewhere in my house, which is a terrifying thought because oh boy. But yeah, that's it's funny to look through all of it and I'm like, I don't have any of it. And then I went to my Game Boy and I had it in my actual Game Boy. Oh, I can't select multiplayer. That is disappointing. But yeah, here's some classic games that I have on my Game Boy. Madden 202, classic. We got ourselves Harvest Moon. What does that say? More Friends of Mineral Town. Shrek 2. Spider-Man 2. I apparently have a Crash Bandicoot game. Definitely beat up. The Good Old Cartoon Collection. I wonder what it has 4 movies on it. Can you remember all 4 movies that were on this one?
I know one of them was an Ed, Ed and Eddie episode about Ed sleep eating. That's the only one
Yes.
I remember. There might have been a Billy Mandy one, there might have been a Courage one, and I couldn't tell you. Maybe the last one was Powerpuff Girls.
I'm pretty sure it had Johnny Test.
Johnny Test? That's kind of a random one.
Yeah, it was let me see. I'm opening up. What we got here? We got ourselves Courage Cowardly Dog.
Yeah.
We got what the crud? Oh, Johnny Bravo, not Johnny Test.
So Johnny
Johnny
Bravo.
Bravo. For some reason, the pictures aren't coming in. It makes it harder to find. Double Trouble from whatever his. What's his name? He's in a lab and.
Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, Dexter's Laboratory, and then the Ed, Ed and Eddie. So that's the 4.
So I got 2 of them right. So I got a solid 50% there.
Solid 50.
Not bad.
Yeah. Interesting. It's interesting. I've got Legend of Zelda games. I think I got 2 Zeldas. Yeah, I got Minish Cap and Oracle of Ages. Future Let's Plays for sure.
Yeah. Yay.
eventually get to them.
Mhm.
Anywho, we're at our hour mark. Do we have any final remarks that somebody wants to say?
I don't have any.
You
I
sure?
don't either.
You don't want to think about
I
anything
I was thinking that
that's happening?
let's not go too crazy now.
Whoa, thinking, man.
Don't expect so much of me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm just pulling at anything. So, what should our starting topic for next time be then?
Hey, you come up with one this time, Randy.
Oh, should I go to my list?
Yeah, go to the list.
The fabled list that I've almost
Yeah.
accidentally deleted a few times?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
Go to that list.
Let's see. Oop, not that one. I have two different. I've got a list and a lot of lists. Oh, here we go.
The list.
There's there's a few in here that I kind of think are funny. Let's do good old cereal consistency. That sounds like a fun one.
Cereal consistency.
Yes.
All right.
Don't know why I wrote it down, but it sounded interesting. Let's go with that one next time.
The cereal consistency is a good segue into all milk, which hasn't been mentioned in this podcast yet until now.
That is true.
All right.
Save the day.
All right. We've ended it with all milk. Good night, everyone.
Goodbye.